Hey guys. So today we're still going to be dealing with collage. We are still going to be dealing with geometric and freeform shapes. We really want to get this idea of what is geometric shape and what is a freeform shape in our brains. But we're all going to start today with the geometric shape, and we're going to transform it into something amazing. And to get an inspiration, we're actually going to read what's called The Perfect Square by Michael Hall. So get your listening ears on, and here we go. It was a perfect square. It had 4 matching corners and 4 equal sides. There's your perfect square. And it was perfectly happy. But on Monday, the square was cut into pieces and poked full of holes. It wasn't perfectly square anymore. So it made itself into a fountain that babbled and giggled and clapped. On Tuesday, the square was torn into scraps. So it made itself into a beautiful garden. On Wednesday, the square was shredded into strips. So it made itself into a park. And if you look closely, it almost looks like grassy areas, mountains, sky. On Thursday, the square was shattered. So it made itself into a bridge. On Friday, the square was snipped into ribbons. So it made itself into a river. On Saturday, the square was crumpled and ripped and wrinkled. So it made itself into a mountain. On Sunday, the square waited to see what was next. It waited and waited. Nothing happened. Its 4 equal sides were confining. Its 4 matching corners were rigid and cramped. So it made itself into a window. That looked out onto a mountain, that gave birth to a river, that was crossed by a bridge, that led to a park, that was home to a garden, that had at its center a fountain, that babbled and giggled and clapped. The end. So now your challenge, each one of you, or if you're at home, you need to find a square piece of paper. This can be a smaller square like this one, or it can be a larger square. Totally fine, anything you find, but I want it to be a square because that is the geometric shape that is in our book. The next thing that you will need to find will be a piece of paper. If you want to add special effects to your artwork, let me show you what I'm talking about. On a couple of pages, they used fancy things like, well, I say fancy, but like a crayon to draw with your artwork. There was one, I think, oh yes, clouds in the mountain. So maybe some crayons or some markers or colored pencils or something like that too. You'll also need scissors and a glue stick. And then your job is to take this perfect square and change it. Are you going to tear it? Are you going to cut it? What are you going to make this square into? It doesn't want to be a confining square anymore. It doesn't want to have 4 equal sides. What can you do to creatively change this square into something new? And when you are finished cutting your pieces, each time you cut a piece, I would glue it to your background paper immediately so you do not lose that precious piece of paper, because you never know, that one little sliver of something could turn into something magical at the end. Once you glue down all of your pieces, then if you want to add something with your crayons, markers, or colored pencils, you can do that. When you're completely finished with your artwork, please share it with anyone that's around, including myself. If you would like to send me a dojo message of your finished artwork, or if you would like to just talk about it in class today, we can do that. I love it when artists share their creations. Thank you guys, and I hope you have a wonderful time creating your new geometric and freeform shapes into something amazing. Bye.